afternoon, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks since I last spoke to you via video message, so I do hope you're all doing well. It's actually been 6 weeks now since we were all together in school, and I know that can feel like a really long time, but I have to say I continue to be so impressed by how well you're all doing, engaging with the remote learning, keeping in touch with your teachers, and more I'm hearing about you keeping in touch with each other as well, which is so important at the moment. Keep going. Okay, I know it's hard and you might have the odd week where you're lacking motivation or feeling tired, but we often feel like that in school as well. So please keep going, keep doing what you're doing, keep on top as much of the work as you possibly can, and make sure you keep in touch with us. If you are struggling, then pop us an email either to your class teacher, your tutor, your head of year, your head of key stage, anybody at all that you feel you can talk to in school, and they will help you. They might give you a call, they might email you back, they might send you some help, more help with your work. Year 10 and year 12 especially, please keep going. I know it's really hard at such an important time, but if you can keep on top as much work as possible, that's really going to help you whenever we do return. When will we return? We still don't know. You may have been listening to things on the TV and reading in on the internet and in newspapers. I hope not. Because there's a lot of people saying things when they don't always know the answer. I just want to say and promise you that I'm not hiding anything from you. I don't know any more than you. We've just got to wait and see. But what I can also promise you is that we will be ready. We've already started talking about the ways in which we can make sure that whenever it happens, when you come back to school, not only do you feel safe, physically, but also that you feel happy and content to come back, because obviously you've been away for a long time and we want to make sure that you get back in as happily as possible so that we can get back going with normal school. I wanted to speak specifically today a little bit to year 11 and year 13 as well, because I know this is such a strange time for you with your exams being cancelled. I know that Mr. Apsey is in touch with year 13, and I sent a letter to year 11 on Sunday. I know it was a bit long and I'm really sorry about that, but actually I thought it was really important to address with you lots and lots of the queries that you've had over the past few weeks. Not just about the GCSEs, which are obviously really important, but I think just as important and just as valid questions about how you're going to get the proper send-off that you deserve from CFS. So in that letter, I've addressed things like hoodies, leavers assembly, prom, and all of those things that you've been thinking about, because it's so important that after all your hard work, and obviously for those of you in year 13, some of you 7 years at the school, that you get the send-off that you deserve. And I don't want that last day, just over 6 weeks ago, to be the last time that we see you properly. And that's not my intention at all. We can't be sure of dates of things at the moment because, again, that depends on how things change nationally. But there's lots of plans afoot for you. There's another year group that I wanted to talk specifically to today, and that's our year 6s. Obviously, you've also been affected with your SATs being cancelled. But I think probably at the forefront of your mind at the moment is, am I going to get to see secondary school before September? Now, we had a huge plan in place for all of you, which is most of you, obviously, who are staying with us into our year 7. Really exciting plan, and we feel a bit sad at the moment that we're not going to be able to do all of those things this year. But I had a meeting this week with various teachers and we've got a plan B, and I promise you that plan B looks pretty exciting as well. And if there are a few things we couldn't do this side of the summer holiday, then we'll do them in September instead. So we've got 2 plans depending on when we can get back into the building with you all. And what I'm going to do, I just need to finalise them all over the weekend, is I'm going to be writing to all year 6 pupils next week, those that are in our school, but also the people in other primary schools who are joining us in September, to outline to you exactly what we're going to do so that you feel very assured that you're going to be ready for secondary in September. So don't panic, we haven't forgotten about you, and there's still lots of plans afoot. Also, you may have younger brothers and sisters who are joining us right at the start of the school into reception, and I know that Mr. Hannah and the team are are thinking about that very carefully as well. So if you have got younger brothers and sisters who are starting to worry a little bit about actually coming to school in September, please reassure them that we will be supporting them as much as possible as well. That's all there is for me to say today. I'm not going to bombard you with lots of extra new information, and I've said the same to your parents as well. But of course, this weekend is a long weekend. It's a lovely 3-day weekend. The bank holiday was meant to be on Monday, but it was moved to today. And that is to commemorate the 75th anniversary of VE Day. Now, if you don't know what VE Day is, that's a challenge for you to make sure that you look it up or ask your teachers, but I'm sure most of you do know. I remember the 50th anniversary of VE Day 25 years ago when I was at school, and we did lots and lots of things to celebrate. Now, obviously, those can't happen as much this year nationally, not just with us. But what Miss Hicks has done for you, one of our art teachers, she's put together an amazing pack of activities for you to engage in over the weekend if you want to. Totally optional, a little bit like the Easter challenges, but there's lots of things to do on there, not just for primary, but for secondary students as well. It's not a competition as such, but please do send us pictures of any of the things that you complete. And it might be that you also want to make some bunting. You might have your own little VE Day party with your parents at home. But please do try and make sure that you mark it in some way. It's such an important date in history. I'm going to be trying to make an afternoon tea with my husband. We're going to be watching all of the things on the TV that are celebrating it, and also engaging in the 1 minute silence as well. But I'd love to hear about all the things that you're going to be doing over the weekend. Enjoy the sunshine if you can. If you can get a bit of fresh air while staying safe, that would be great. And above all, look after yourselves. Enjoy the break. No remote learning tomorrow, but lots of optional things to keep you busy if you wish. And we'll get back on it on Monday, and we'll keep doing what we're doing. We're here for you all the time, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye.